What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back actually to my first real unboxing of a set that I've never opened before. So yeah. Today we are talking about the 2019 Rise of Skywalker Millennium Falcon, ages 9 and up. It is set number 75257. It comes with 1,351 pieces, so it is actually the biggest set I've ever built, and it was released as part of the Rise of Skywalker array of sets in 2019. You can see up there, it's got the Kylo Ren cracked helmet, 2019 Rise of Skywalker design, and the nice kind of black greebling array with the gold and black Lego Star Wars right there, and the Disney printing down at the bottom. This set retailed for $160 in the US in 2019. Obviously it is, so it's been about a year, but I'm still really excited to get this set and be able to unbox it here and be able to build it and show it to you all. The box art on the front has a really great shot of the set with the Falcon to the side. It also showcases the 7 figures you get down here. I say figures because not all of them are minifigures. You also do get R2-D2 and a little Dio, which is a custom mold actually. Coming around to the back side here, you have some nice features on the set that they included just to show you, so you don't really have to figure it out later. You can just see from here. It also has a different view of the set right here, also showcasing the minifigures there, and on this side just showcasing some different features inside the Falcon as well. Alright, let's get this thing opened. Let's just get that tape out of here. There we go. It is opened. We have bag two number 1 bags. We have 2 number 2 bags. We have an unmarked bag with the cockpit pieces in there. We have bag number 3, number 4 and 5, bag number 6, 7, 8, 9, and bag number 10. Okay, now that we have finished that up, let's talk about the minifigures. First up, we have the new Chewbacca minifigure with a stud shooter crossbow, which I thought was actually a really cool feature. Even though I'm not a fan of the stud shooters whatsoever, I thought it was really cool. He has good printing down the back with the silver. The front printing is actually way more detailed than I thought, with even some light brown fur printing on the legs there, which looks really nice. This, of course, is a kind of added thing on the top. The torso has no printing. It is just the regular brown, and the actual Chewbacca top bit just slides on like that. After that, we have Lando Calrissian. Now, this is actually an older Lando from the movie, and there's just so much to talk about in this figure. He has a new hairpiece here. You can obviously tell his face. He has some gray hair. He also has a gray blaster with this piece right here, which I'm not too sure what this is or what it's originally for. He also has this cane here, along with just some black pants, a kind of neck cape, as well as a back double-sided cape. This figure also has 2 heads here, so you have a more stern-looking Lando, and then the all smiles, no problems Lando. Front here, he has some really nice printing with the yellow and the black belt with the strap, which actually continues onto the back here, which I thought was a really nice kind of added detail. The cape covers it up, so Lego really didn't have to do that, but they took the time and did it anyway, which I think is really nice, and it ultimately, all these things together really make this figure really good looking. After that, we have the minifigure named on the box as Bulio. A lot of you probably won't know what this is from because obviously he's not a major factor in the movie. And even I, when I saw the set, didn't know who this character was whatsoever or why they included him in the set. I actually had to watch the movie again and figured out who it was. This is the character who hands the information to Finn and Poe in the Millennium Falcon in the beginning of the movie, to inform them that there is a spy or a mole in the First Order. This character ultimately has the most detailed and interesting features about it. There's a custom head mold here, and this is just the kind of thick rubber. It is not the plastic that normal minifigure heads are made out of. He has excellent strap printing here that has that nice shiny silver that ultimately comes up to some sort of device here. Even some really light, finite gray printing on the pants there, which looks really good. His straps continue onto the back here with some sort of, it looks like a turbo from a car, but ultimately the printing continues on the back, which is a really nice added detail, which really rounds out this minifigure and makes it look really good. Next we have Finn, who has great printing on his legs, which is actually kind of a rarity. He's got some little straps and things there. His shirt printing on the back is pretty minuscule. Just looks like his shirt continuing there. His coat here looks really good with some silver printing and some nice red and blue there. He has tan arms, the hair mold here. Finn also has two faces. He has a happy face and a more distressed face there. Next up we have C-3PO with his signature silver leg there. This is pretty much just a normal C-3PO. If you want to see more, maybe more of an in-depth review of the C-3PO minifigure that LEGO has been producing for a couple of years, you can go back to my Luke's Landspeeder 2017 review. You can go back to my Luke's Landspeeder review and check that out if you want to. I go over this minifigure in a lot more detail, but for right now, I'm not going to, and I'm going to go on to the next figure. Next up, we have an R2-D2 little buildable droid here. This is actually the first R2-D2 I've ever got, so this is pretty cool to actually see it. My brother had one, but it was an older one from just an older set. I think it was from like 2011 or something like that. So his head was actually still white with blue printing on it, so it's kind of vintage. So this is really nice to see. He has great printing on the front here, all of R2-D2's little, features and the little arms that pop out here. It also has a really nice and detailed gray head there with, the little details there, and his one eye there. Overall, a really good looking droid figure there, and so glad I could add this to my collection. And last but not least, we have the Dio figure. This isn't really a figure, more it's just a mold, and it is a custom mold. He has a little stud spot back here, which I don't think you'd ever want to stick something back there, but if you wanted to. For such a small figure, he has pretty good printing on the sides there, and his three little, I guess you could call them eyes. No printing on the nose there. But other than that, not too bad of a little figure for its size. Certainly the actual buildable Dio looks so much better, but for the small size, I think LEGO did a fairly good job. And here it is in all of its glory. Can you believe it? I actually did it. This is to date the biggest LEGO set I've ever built. So it It outranks my gunship in pieces just by a couple hundred, so that was pretty cool. It comes with this absolutely massive instruction book, over 240, 50, yeah, almost 200, yeah, 260 steps to it. And boy, was it worth it. This has gotta be one of my favorite, if not my favorite sets I've ever built. It was so much fun. I had a great time filming the time lapse. I had a great time building it. So just really love it. So let's get into it. So this set has so many features. I don't really know where to start, so I guess, I just will. First off, right here, these two holes in the Falcon, these two don't do anything. You can't really stick your fingers in them, but these two actually trigger two spring-loaded shooters. I don't know if you can see, yeah, right there. So these are actually built into these slots here, and when you want to store them back up, you just listen for the little click. So those store up just right in here. And again, you just stick your finger in there. You could probably see it right in there. You just press right there. It comes straight out. After that, here we have the radar dish kind of on top here. It is not my favorite. I will obviously be modding this set a little bit just to make it look a little better for my display. It's a play set, so obviously it is not the UCS one. So the kind of build of this is not super great. It's very simple, but I think for the purpose, it definitely gets the job done. It gives it the, kind of overall look there, and it's fairly posable, Overall, I don't think it looks too terrible. It is what it is, and, that's about all you can do. After that, we have the top turret here. Same kind of deal with the turret. It's not super well built, but I do think it serves its job fairly well. It can rotate on a kind of ball joint here. You've also got a sticker here and here, instead of a printed kind of window there. This can spin all the way around. This can kind of go up and down. They actually used ski pieces here, which I thought was really interesting, but it's just kind of a, I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. Would I have chosen that? Probably not. That's something else I'm gonna mod on this. But I think for the purpose of what it is, I do think it does a good job. Moving around to the back here, arguably one of my favorite parts of the set here is this whole back thruster portion. These are all individual translucent light blue tiles. Definitely one of my favorite parts of the set. Just even in this playset, it looks amazing from every angle. After that, you have these kind of vents here. These 6 vents, which you see in the Falcon, definitely in the movie, and in other Millennium Falcon sets. Coming back around to the front here just for a second, this cockpit comes out just like that. It's kind of built like most Falcon cockpits are. It's got this little dome piece here. Very simple connections between the actual screen here and the bottom. In the actual cockpit, you've got 2 control panels here. This one has a sticker. This is printed up here. You also have a little lever down here. This cockpit has room for 2 figures here and here, and also you can fit your little Dio figure right back there. To give you a look on the inside here, you can use this tab and you actually pull out this little kind of seating section here, and if you want to, you can just set a minifigure in there like that, close this, and drop them down in there like that. And it can kind of play like they're in the gunner's seat there. But that just, I'll show you the connection. That just kind of, it slides along these rails here. And that just slides right in. Moving around to the bottom of the set, it's not too much to look at. These landing gear are totally stationary. You cannot retract them or move them in any way. You also have this turret here for the bottom turret. It's the exact same as the top one. Just looks, it's just built a little different. It is still on the same kind of ball joint there, which is connected into that circle plate there on the bottom. But other than that, it's not too much interesting to look at. Let's actually get inside to the interesting stuff. Back up at the front, we actually have some sticker details here and some other just general little bits and pieces to kind of give this some really nice looking detail. That's one thing that I was actually really surprised about when I was building this, is how much detail, even in a playset, Lego put into this. It really makes it look good. Even if you don't really notice it, when you build it, you definitely notice it, and that made me appreciate it a lot more. So moving around to the front here, this panel actually opens up. There's there's nothing under here, no storage or anything like that. But this opens up, actually gives a really nice front slope and gives it that angle that the Falcon has, and it makes it look, that much more realistic. This just kind of folds down into the front there. The rest of these panels open up just on very basic kind of claw and hinge pieces. Let's just go over everything in the set now on the inside. First up, we kind of have this. Kind of dental chair looking thing. Actually has really good posability, and minifigures fit in there really well. It faces this really cool looking control board type thing that's encased in this kind of indented area in the middle there, which looks really nice. There's a crate here to store weapons, maybe Lando's cane, just anything you might need to put in there. After that, we have the hollow chest. After that, we have the hollow chest table and seats. These seats can move or can adjust back and forth. This middle one can actually spin and recline forward and backwards. And this one is just like the first one, where it can recline forward and backwards. Something really cool I figured out about the hollow tables, it's actually the shield piece. So it can move side to side like that. Moving around to the back of the set here on the inside, we have what I can only assume is the hyperdrive. We also have two beds here, which I think are built incredibly well. You can lay your minifigures down in there, either if you want to have them at the base here, which seems to work pretty well. They fit pretty well on the beds, and you can just kind of clip their legs in right there. Moving around to the back, this is a really cool feature that they added. It's actually the trapdoor in the floor of the Falcon. If it's in the right spot is up to you in the actual Falcon, but it's still a really nice feature that they actually added it. And finally, in the back corner here, we have another crate with a top on it. We have some pretty cool looking tubing right here, as well as a full stove setup, as well as a coffee mug and a chair. Ultimately, I do think this set is definitely worth it. The price may be a little bit steep to other people, but I've seen it different prices in different places, so you may get lucky somewhere else and pick it up for a little bit under market value, but ultimately I think it is a great set to pick up if you don't have it like I didn't. I would definitely recommend it. It is a great fun to build. And once you have it, it just, I don't know, it looks great. It looks great next to my other sets that I've put it next to on display. I would definitely recommend this to anybody who's more of an experienced builder. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody who's brand new with this. Maybe, you know, get a couple smaller things before you work your way up to a 1,000+ piece set. But if you've built Lego before, I think anybody could really do this. Ultimately, I didn't really have any problems with it. There were some kind of challenge areas where it just came down to like weak connections, and I get it. It's a playset. It's not really a UCS set. So, like I said, I'll definitely be modding it. If anybody wants to maybe see modding, maybe like modding videos where I kind of talk about different things I've done, I will do that. I'd be happy to do that. If not, maybe I'll make a video after I've done everything. I'll make another video and maybe go over that, or maybe when I'm going over everything that I've done so far, like my collection, I'll maybe showcase this a little bit. But for now, I'm just going to leave it at that, and I think this is as good a place as any to wrap it up. So thank you so very much for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, subscribe. It would mean so much to me. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment. If you want to see more, let me know. Let me know what you want to see next. I'm really open to suggestions, so if you guys have any suggestions on what you want to see, let me know down in the comments, and I will do my best to make it happen. Alright, thanks for watching.